So in my last session, we looked at making the evil mug and we did a step-by-step guide on how to make this plasticine model. And that was for my animation, the cup, the sorcerer, and the jammy dodger. And today we're going to be looking at breaking down a bit more of them plasticine techniques into make various characters or animals, and hopefully that will give you even more scope to make your characters for your animation. For this you will need some plasticine, you'll also need some cocktail sticks and maybe a butter knife or a ruler, a bit of paper and a pen. So we're going to have a quick go at making a snake. That's going to be our first plasticine model. And I'm going to do a quick drawing. So when you think of a snake, the quickest way to kind of do the drawing is do a number 2. And then add a bit of a squiggle at the bottom. And then you can add in his face. That's not great. And we can just add in his little tongue. So that's going to be our first character. So that's going to be the snake. So you've got the body, and it's made up of so you draw a number 2, which is about there, and then just keep extending the body, and that's the quickest way to draw a snake. And for that, you will need some green plasticine and some red plasticine. So to make the snake, if you get some green plasticine, roll it in a ball, and that'll get the plasticine warm. Just roll it like this. You can keep your bottom hand still and just move your top hand in a clockwise or anti-clockwise manner, and that will warm up the plasticine. Might have a bit too much for our snake here, and then you can kind of, so you get a circle. If you get a circle, you can kind of make most shapes from that, and it's a good way of getting plasticine warm. So maybe always start, when you want to make something out of plasticine, always try and get it warm and make it into a ball. So now we're going to do the body. We're just going to roll it into a little sausage. It's going to be quite a big sausage, so it's quite a big snake, but that's okay. Maybe just keep one end poking out. And use this part of your palm. Hold it on the table. And then you pinch the end down. So maybe it's a bit too, yeah, roll that a bit more actually. So there's our number 2. Like that. Oh, it's the wrong way. So there's our number 2. Just use your thumb to press the end down, and you'll get something kind of like a bit of a face. So there's our number 2. There's the tail, and then you can curl it, and that's how you can get him to be a snake. So the good things about animations, you can kind of just stretch it a little bit like that, so when you come to animating you can move like this. Now you get some a little bit of red, roll that into a little ball, roll it into a small sausage, doing it, going down at one end, and then if you get your cocktail stick, you can poke that in at the end, so you get a hole like that. Tear off the excess tongue, kind of put that in, put the end of the red into that hole we've just made with the cocktail stick, and you can squeeze it. Quite a long tongue, but maybe a bit shorter and that would be okay. And then get some white if you wanted. 2 small circles again. And again, you can just use your cocktail stick. You want the eyes, a bit too big. So always kind of, when you want to find the scale of something or the size of something, you can always just eye it up. Maybe we'll give him a bit big bulby eyes. Or you could have no eyes at all. And try and keep them sort of the same size. Just press them into the holes that you've just made with the cocktail stick, and then you can get a little bit black. Press that down to get the eye. And that's our snake. The other good thing, if you wanted to animate a snake, you can kind of also tear his body in half, get him to come out of the ground like that, and then the other end go like that, and then you could keep adding, as he comes out, you could keep adding the body to it. And then obviously you need to smooth it back where it was. So that's our snake. You can also roll the end down if you wanted. It goes a bit more to a point. Okay, so now we've done the snake. Now we're gonna look at doing a snail. So again, that's a number 2. And then just take the bottom end up. There's our number 2. And then for the mouth, like we did in the steak, just bring it up like that, down like that. You could give him some eyes like this. To draw it upside down. And then for the shell, it's a circle. So just try and think about what a circle is, and then just do goes like this. And that's going to be our snail. For the snail, you're going to need a bit of, that's going to be for the shell, it's going to be for his body, it's going to be for his eyes, and that's just a bit spare. So first of all, like we did last time, we're going to make number 2. Going to get the plasticine warm. I mean, I guess really you can probably be better off using grey than green, but we do my green. Get the plasticine nice and warm. Again, using circles. There's number 2. Now, you notice that's quite thick sort of thickness of the plasticine. My finger. And again, you can just press the one end in and then push it up, and then that will give you the kind of face for this. And then take sort of cream coloured plasticine, warm that up. Make it into a circle, and then make that into a sausage again. So when you've got your kind of long sausage, you can just sort of roll one end in, and then just roll it so it becomes nice and tight, and that's going to be the shell for him. And then I'm just going to use my thumb, where we just added that on my finger, just to smooth that new bit of green in. So you get something like that, and then just tear it in the middle, so something like that, like a moustache. Tear it in the middle, and then put one end in. You can see that our snail is a little bit unstable, and that is because we didn't make this body big enough, so it probably needs more green there. That would make it a bit more stable. So I'll just do that in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to try and get some more green for the body, just to make that a bit more stable. So just what we're gonna do is roll the yellow and do it again. I'm gonna make some sort of teardrops again. So something like that. And then we're also going to make 2 black ones like this. Again, the same way we've just done that. So make a circle, get plasticine warm, and then just pinch it out. So you get like a triangle, and then make it flat. that's how you get kind of the teardrop. And what we're going to do is put this top of the teardrop here, the top of the teardrop here, and the circle onto the side of the swan. So the top of the teardrop, the triangle bit, is going towards the top of the face. On both sides we're going to do that. So basically it's layering the black plasticine of the teardrop goes on first, and then the yellow one goes on second. And the points always go up, and then you can just take, you need a little bit underneath, and then you can squash it like we did last time. Just shape the beak how you want it to look. I'm just going to add a bit more black underneath, because you can see there's a little bit of white there. That's going to be the head of the swan. So the teardrop for the black goes underneath, and you cover that onto the white beak, and then the yellow bit goes over the top of the black bit. It's always good practice as well, just any little bits that you have left over, just put them back into a ball. And then you can take your knife, and just, you can add in a little bit of detail of the wings. Just open that up as well, just to make that impression a little bit better. So add in the detail on this side. I've just cut in a little bit, and then it's going to be our swan. Or this side you can just kind of draw it in like that, or you don't have to at all. It's up to you. Just move it off. If you wanted, I guess you could have, I know in swans you can't really see their eyes when you look at the face, but maybe for an animation point of view, you could always add in a little bit for the white, for the eyes. But I don't think I'm going to for this. I'm going to keep it like that. That's our swan. Keep messing with his head. Still not happy with it. Okay, so that's our swan, like that.